All right, hey, welcome back. If you came from my little series video here where I'm making this video is going to be in conjunction with that, and I am actually going to make a notepad where you can actually like just glue it right on top and rip off papers. So what I want to use is some notebook paper that I've had for years sitting around in my little drawers and stuff. I no longer really use these, and they're just all sitting around. So I want to make it maybe about, I don't know, what would be a good number, 40 sheets maybe. So we're just going to take a good amount here of notebook paper, or whatever paper you're using. And I'm just going to measure this out, because this is going to be my backing paper. And we're just going to measure, see, all this paper is not really all that even. And we want straight edge, and I'm just going to cut right here and right here. I'm not going to use my cutting tool today. I'm actually going to use a knife, a craft knife or whatever you have, and a good strong metal ruler to sit on top of it, and I'm just going to cut through everything so that way we're not having to do each sheet individually. So I always forget to mention what you might possibly need. You're definitely going to need some binder clips, maybe some popsicle sticks to help hold everything flat, some glue, and I'm just using PVA glue, and it's Elmer's Glue All. You're going to need somewhere to put glue, some sort of bristled brush to brush on the glue, maybe some masking tape, you know, stuff like that, a ruler, and yeah. So anyways, I got my ruler here. I got my little template that I'm going to be using, and I am just going to simply line everything up as best as I can. And it may not be absolutely perfect, and it doesn't have to be. And we're going to put that on there, and we're just going to put our metal ruler, and you want it to be kind of heavy, but not like crazy heavy. I mean, we're going to put pressure down, and a nice sharp blade is always key. Now mine probably needs to be changed out, but that's okay. And we're just going to start cutting. All the way through. There we go. So there's that side. And now we're going to rotate, try to keep everything aligned, and if it gets a little out of whack, it's not going to be too big of a deal. And we're going to place this right on top of it again. Hopefully we're still in frame. And cut. There we go. All right. So now we should have our sheets of paper here, all nice and cut to size. Now I don't know how many sheets I actually did. 11, 12. So that was 12 sheets of paper. So I'm actually going to cut another set out. And you'll just repeat that until you get the amount of paper that you want. Now see, that is a little crooked. As long as we have a straight edge, we'll be okay. Ah, so crooked. That's okay, we're just gonna go with it. And the key when you're doing this is not to put a whole lot of pressure, because that's what I did on the other side, and that's why I went really crooked. And you let the knife do all the work, and you just do light pressure until you go all the way through. It takes a few times, but it definitely works better than putting a lot of pressure down, because then you get your paper starts fighting with you instead of, you know, doing what you want it to do. All right. So I have 24 sheets of paper right here, and I think that's a good amount. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to get all this, the side that I'm going to glue down, I want them to be aligned as close as I can. Just like that. Let's see. Let's get everything aligned where it needs to go. Okay. So that's going to work right there, maybe. Just going to pop everything down, and I'm going to put a binder clip just to hold everything together where I want it. And then I'm going to check to see if everything's aligned, and as you can see, it's pretty close. Pretty close. So now I'm just going to use some popsicle sticks kind of close to the edge, and I'm going to use my binder clips in conjunction. So I'm going to put them on both sides because I want everything to be flush, as you can see here. I'm just putting them on either side, leaving a little tiny gap right there. And I'm going to use my binder clips to hold them in place. And there you go. And now it's going to hold that in place pretty well. And I'm actually going to add a few more at the bottom. It doesn't really do anything, I just want a stiffer surface so that way I can leave it like that. So now I'm just going to take my glue and I'm going to put glue all over the top. And more likely than not, you're going to have to do several passes of this. So this is going to be like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 passes. So you have to let the first layer dry, do another layer, and do another layer until everything is, you know, the way you want it. So yeah, that's what all I'm going to do is I'm going to add glue right on top of it. So we want to make sure that we get all of the layers covered. Alright, so now I'm going to grab my heat gun and I'm just going to blast it with it and do a few more layers, and we're just going to go through this process, and then I'll be back whenever it's completed. Okay, so here we are, all nice and dry. Hear that? So let's go ahead and take all of our little binder clips off and see how it turned out. I think it's going to be fine, really. And there we go. All the pieces, or all the pages, all the pages are stuck together. And we got a nice little notepad now for our folio that we are making. And I hope this video was helpful. I am going to go ahead and attach it to my, folio here that I am currently making. And it is just going to sit right here, right in the middle. I might make a little like slip pocket for it so that way I can change it out if I want. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Head to part 2 of making this little folio and you'll be able to see what I actually do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.